Welcome back to another video, and today I am in Weston Super Mare, or as some people call it, Weston Super Nightmare, which is a bit harsh, I think. A lot of YouTubers over the last couple of years have been making videos about this place, about what a terrible place it is to live, and one of the worst seasides in England. So I'm here to have a little look around and cast my thoughts on it. Before we get into it, I just want to go through a bit of my history with Weston Super Mare, because I only live, well, it took me an hour to drive here from my hometown, and this is somewhere that I've visited many times over the years. In fact, there's a very real possibility that the first time I ever saw the sea was here. I don't know that for sure, but it's a very strong possibility. I used to come here a lot as a kid, and like with school trips and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got some history with this place. And quite often when I think of a seaside resort, this is actually the first thing that springs to my mind, because it's just ingrained in my brain. I remember as a kid playing up in the sand dunes. Fun times, man. I remember all that stuff. Just like taking a running jump. I mean, not there. A lot of this seems to be overgrown now. I don't remember there being as much shrubbery back in the day. But yeah, I remember used to take running jumps and just launch ourselves off into the sand. Fun times. Over on that island over there, I think it's there's like an old military base. I actually visited there a couple of years ago. There's a fantastic walk, it's quite a popular one, from Breen, which is several miles over that way, to Weston. And you can go visit there on the way. It's a really interesting place. I'll go there again sometime when I got the time. I think that'll be quite a good video, I think. But anyway, as I'm on the subject of that, a lot of you will notice that I'm not at the Promenade yet. That's because I've actually parked at a side of town called Uphill, which is where I'm going to end the video for reasons that will become apparent when we get there. I think the sea goes out by about a mile, something like that. I think the tides in this, but I'll put the facts down there. But I think the tides in Weston are some of the longest in the world or something like that. You can tell I don't know what I'm talking about, can't you? But yeah, it's very easy to get stuck out in that mud. So the sea at the moment is, well, I can kind of see it, but yeah, it can go out as far as a mile from this point. So it takes you a while to get there. Facts. Let's have a little look, see if I can get up one of these sand dunes. See if I still got what it takes. I doubt it, my old man knees ain't got those jumps in me anymore, but let's have a look. Yeah, so we used to climb up to these bits and then just take a running jump and go over there. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I'm sure my knees and hips will thank me for it. I'm not that old, but I'm certainly ain't young. Oh man, I'm actually really happy to be here. See, on a beautiful sunny day. Maybe I should come here again during the winter. At the time of me filming this, it's the 9th of May 2025. When this video go out, I don't know. But as you can see, I picked an absolutely beautiful day for it. And when you got a day like this, this is going to be fun, I think. I think this is going to be a nice day. I think you guys are in for a treat as well, as much as I am. Well, probably not, but... Okay, so we just reached the Promenade now. I think what I'm going to do to spice things up a bit, we're going to go into town first. Because from what I understand, it's kind of the most depressing side of it, I guess. You know, it's pretty run down. Then we're going to go have a look at the pier. You know, all the glitz and the glamour, all the fun of the arcades and the, you know, all the lights and all that stuff. Then we're going to go have a look at the old pier, the disused pier, it's all broken down, as well as all the boarded up hotels. Then we're going to end on a loop back to Uphill, which is a really nice area. So, you know, as I said, a lot of YouTubers kind of paint this place as just a really grim place. And I want to just, you know, show all the different sides of it. So we'll go with some dark, we'll go with some light. We'll go with some dark, we'll go with some light. You know what I'm saying? It should be good. It's also worth pointing out, by the way, that not only is this the beginning of May, but this is a Friday morning as well. So how busy it's going to be today, I don't know. I should find out really when tourist season starts. I guess it's got to be round about this time, right? We're getting the better weather, but yeah, all the kids are in school and it is a Friday morning, so I don't know how busy it's going to be here. Okay, so it looks like they've got a circus or something going on at the moment. Let's just take a look at this park here. Is it actually open? Area to be grass seeded. Please do not enter this area at this time. Thank you. Okay. So it's not run down at all. It's just, you know, being closed for maintenance. I'm guessing they're just sort of getting it ready for the real proper tourist season. Sea Monster Garden. Homeless guy camping out under the tree there. I think we'll just leave him to it. I'm sure we're going to see more of that, I'm sure. We'll carry on down the beachfront for now, and we'll get over into that sort of area later on the way back. So it's actually a lot quieter than I was expecting it to be today, especially with the weather like this. I mean, it is only 20 to 11 in the morning. Like I said, it is a work day and all the kids are in school, so maybe it is just going to be very quiet here in Weston today. But that's good, that means more Weston for me, right? Bit of a paddling pool there. Oh, and it says no paddling. So there we go. Boating pond, I apologise. So it's not a paddling pool, it's a boating pond. That would explain why there's no paddling. But we're going to be getting an even more impressive version of that in just a second. Well, not just a second, a bit later on, but there we go. Ah, there we go. Wow, I was going to say, so the bay. The last time I come to Weston was about a year ago, and this place was open. So yeah, it closed on the 21st of April this year. Wow. So there we go. I think there was actually somebody on the other side of that glass then when I was filming then. I think he thought I was filming him. Yeah, look, all of this is... But look, it's... Okay, see, that's positive. Birnbeck Pier, that's where we're going. So there you go, even though the place is actually, you know, all boarded up and closed down, it looks like there's going to be doing some improvements here, which is pretty damn cool. That's what I like to see. This place is I really like this place. It's really cool that they're actually putting some money into it. Yeah, there you go. It's a real shame. It sounds like we're going to have some good places though. Maybe I'll have to come back here in a year or two and see exactly what's going on. Many years ago, this place was actually used, I think it was Banksy, was it, who did the Disasterland theme park, which I actually had tickets to and then could never go into, but which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I don't know if this is the Tropicana? There's a hell of a lot of disused land there. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they actually end up using this for. Hopefully they'll do something with it. So we're starting to get into the heart of things now. There's the pier over that way. Just walking along this bit for a bit. Like I said, I think we're going to have a quick mooch into town. There's the Grand Atlantic Hotel. I don't know what that place is like, but that's a pretty impressive looking building. In fact, I will say there's actually quite a lot of impressive buildings around this place. So far, I'm digging the place. It's easier to say that, I guess, when you don't live somewhere. I'll see if I can speak to some people later on. I'll see how it goes. I've never really done that sort of thing. I don't like bothering people, but we'll see how it goes. So there's a big old building. I'll have to check that out at some point, maybe see what the prices are like, and maybe book a room there someday, see what it's like. As I inhale. So we've got the sky view ride. Nobody on it, by the looks of it. Don't know how much that is to go on there. £6.50 apparently to go on there. Doesn't look like it would last that long. I was in London recently and was going to go on the London Eye, but it took like half hour to get round us and I just couldn't be bothered with it. That looks like it, you know, goes round at a fair pace. You can probably get round there in 5-10 minutes. What's all this? Is that crazy golf? Yeah, we got some crazy golf. That's kind of cool. So there's the pier and everything over there, but we're going to take a detour now and we're going to pop into town and see what's happening there. Let's do this. Fish and chips. How much is this? £7.50 for adults. Pirate Adventureland, apparently. Not convinced about that. There we go, some fish and chips. We got the. We'll get over to that bar after on. We're going to head off in this direction now. Is this like a disused car park? There's the old Cineworld and everything over there. I think that's still open. I know that there's a lot of businesses over there that closed up already. I know there's been a lot of this. This sort of artwork is over a lot of Weston as well. I don't know if that's to kind of make it look a little bit better or what. I don't know, but. Yeah, not the nicest thing that you see as soon as you get into the centre. It's just this wasted land. We've got the Premier Inn here. More disused space. Looks like it's been pretty overgrown in many ways. Salvation Army over there. That's a nice looking pub. Kitchen. Wood-fired kitchen. Looks pretty nice. So I can't remember if it's this bit or it might be the old cinema I'm thinking of. But the old cinema is all closed down. So we've got the Cineworld. And we've got a lot of these places here which are closed down. I don't know what that used to be, but clearly closed down. Front room, I guess that was a bar. Theatre, comedy, music, storytelling. I guess that was a pub or something. Prezzo, it's all closed down. We got the Nando's here though, thriving. Like I said, I'm not here to try and put a negative spin on this place at all. I want to try and find the good parts of it. I like Weston. It's a nice place. I mean, all these places are open. Got the Duke of Oxford, another nice looking pub. And we got these bits here again, all closed. All closed up. We've got your Costas. See, we've got some areas down there as well. We'll get into that in a bit, Ben. I can't do everything in one go. Oh, we've got a church here. I like a church. Maybe we'll try a church. There we go. Nice little church. It's always nice to see a church. I like churches myself. It's a nice looking church. See, all the places around here are open. So far it looks all right. Can I go out that gate? Is that locked? I think I just got myself caught in the churchyard, people. Gonna have to get myself out of here. Can't see if it's open or not. Everything about it says closed. Gated up. I don't know when it opens, but it all looks like it's pretty much closed up to me, so that's a shame. I like going into churches, but that's not going to happen today. All of this area so far looks pretty open, you know what I mean? Looks like these businesses are all doing well and fine. Town Hall, another pretty impressive building. This is the old cinema, which I thought was closed, but they've got, I mean, they're clearly showing all the latest films, so it's obviously open. Not closed at all. Okay, so I can't see what the issue is so far. I was here about a year ago, maybe a little longer, and the place seemed a lot more run down then than it does now. I'm actually quite impressed. There's actually a lot of, there's definitely places that are closed down since last time I come here, but there's a lot more open as well. Granted, we haven't actually gone into the proper city centre yet, so that's where we're probably going to see the worst of it. But so far, everything else I've seen is actually looking really good, which is great. So we've got a fish and chip shop up there. It's only 11:10 in the morning. Is it too early? It's probably not even open, to be fair, but I haven't actually eaten today, so I'm getting close. Fish and chips are very much on the way. A few more boarded up places around here, but I don't know if that's just because they're closed for the time being or they're shut down, I don't know. There's the Carrot, or whatever it's called. Apparently that cost a ridiculous sum of money to erect that fucking eyesore. Okay, so now we're getting more into the actual proper centre now. So we'll see what things are like here. So far there's a lot of closed places that I've seen, but I mean, the thing is, like a lot of seaside towns, you know, it's so dependent on tourism, so a lot of it is shut down for a big portion of the year, so it's difficult to tell whether it's doing good or not. But I mean, so far it's all looking great. There's the Grand Pier down there. So we've got some of the more arcade places and that. We'll check them out in a bit. We'll check them out on the way round. CEX, always open. Always got to have a CEX, haven't you? More sex. It's all looking fine. It's all looking good.
God and I never knew you were someone waiting for me, 'cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what.
Sounding good, man. Sounding really good. I can't see anything here that's bad, to be quite honest with you. I think this place is actually no different to a hell of a lot of other towns I've been. If you didn't tell me that this place was supposed to be run down, I wouldn't really have judged it in that way, you know what I mean? I think sometimes you find what it is you're looking for, if you know what I mean. I think some people go to look for the shite and they find it. And, you know, don't get me wrong, this place in particular, there's a lot of the homeless around here. But by and large, I think this place seems pretty good to me. Seems pretty vibing, to be honest with you. Everything's open. Everything looks good. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand what the problem is. Everybody's saying this is a run-down place, but it all looks good to me, man. Do you know what I mean? The arcade, every store is open. I'm pretty much done now, I think, looking around the town for negatives just for the sake of it. I've been doing this for quite a while today and everything looks good to me. It looks the same as most other places I've been to. Some places are closed, some places are not. You've got your homeless people and, you know, the addicts, which you get in every place. And I'm sure for a lot of people, life is very bad in Weston. But for a lot of people, it seems to be pretty good. Everyone seems to be happy everywhere I've been. I mean, the weather obviously helps. I'm well aware of that. But I'm sure coming here in the middle of winter doesn't help either. So I'm really enjoying it. Okay, I'm done with the town. I've seen enough of the town. There's plenty of other places to go see, and we've got the Grand Pier. I think we're getting time for chips. Fish and chips is on the cards, people. So let's go and do that now, I think. And then we'll check out the pier. Look at that. £10.50. £10.50. Let me just give them a bit of business. The traditional fish and chips. Yeah, £10.50. Not bad at all. Let's get some salt and vinegar on this and let's enjoy. Right then, let's have a go at this. Start out with some chips. Beautiful. Wow. That's a real good portion of chips. £10.50. You can't get that many places nowadays. That's really good. I'm going to enjoy this, and then we're going to get on the pier. Done. Well, that was absolutely delicious. As you can see, the place is getting really busy now. So let's give it a shout out. Fish and chips. Easy to find right outside the Grand Pier. Really enjoyed that. It was really tasty. £10.50 as well. You can't complain at that. It was really good. And now it's time to go and visit the Grand Pier. So let's do this. I've made sure I got myself £1 as well to get in, because you have to. It's £2 now, not £1.
One on the front for you, and then one on the side and come through this way to push it.
So that's changed a bit since the last time I was here. It's actually £2 to get in now, but they've also got the card, so you can pay by card. Look at this! Look at this! You can see the sea is way out there. You might be able to see it from the end of this pier, actually. That'd make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? That's why you have a pier, I suppose. So here we go. 2010 it says on there. I think that is probably to do when it reopened. I think there was a huge fire here in 2008. So I guess 2010 would probably make sense when it was reopened. I could be wrong about that. I'm usually wrong about a lot of things, to be fair. So yet again, Weston from a different perspective. Hello, dude. Smells. And there we go. Can we go even further? No, I think that's about as far as we can go. That's a shame. There we go. You can see down there, pretty muddy. You could easily get stuck walking out in that. Quite dangerous. You can see the sea over there, just about. I'm not sure what that rock is, actually. I should find that out. I know that Wales is over there. I'll speak more about that when we get to, was it? But the other pier. I should really remember these names, but I picked a really good day to come on. Has to be said. I have no idea if you can see it on the GoPro, but round about there is uphill. That's where we'll be going to later on. You can see the church up on the hill, and there's a tower to the side of it, to the left of it. But I mean, if you can't see it, I suppose it was pointless me doing that, really, wasn't it? So I'm going to take a walk through the arcade now, the top of the pier. More than likely, I'll probably have to put something over it because there's going to be copyright music playing. I'm probably never looking at the camera in these videos because I'm just looking at the view. You know what I mean? It's got the Dodgems over there. That brings me back. No one here today though. Got all the gambling machines, all the grabbers, all that sort of stuff. Okay, you got crazy golf. Oh, cool. You got the go-karts. I'm a bit too old to go on these. Pretty cool. I always like arcades, reminds me of being a kid. You know what I mean? It's always fun to do this sort of stuff. These types of places. Let's just give you a quick look of Weston from the other side of the pier as well. I think we're done with there. It's okay, you know. It's kind of a nice place to walk through, but I don't really need to spend a great deal of time in there. There's not that much to do. I'm not really interested in the arcade machines anymore, you know. So this is the other side of Weston from the pier. Got the pavilion over there. Got all these great buildings over that way. There's a good church over there as well. I might try and check that out if I've got time. And then we go in, that's the old pier. Birnbeck Pier, I think it might be called, I'm not sure. We're going to head over there in just a second.
I'm not very
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Enjoy the sunshine.
Thanks very much. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Apparently one of the best places for ice cream. I just got myself this double scoop mint. 2 different mints. This is going to be a good time. Damn, that's good. So damn good. We're going to head down the promenade now, see what we see. £4.50 that was as well. I don't think that's too bad. It's a decent amount of ice cream on there. So I see pavilion. This part is all, seems to be thriving, seems to be doing well. As the day's gone on, the days got later, it's certainly getting busier as well. A lot more people coming out now than there were earlier on, which is pretty cool. All the hotels open there, everything seems to be thriving. All those lovely houses up on the hill, it's pretty cool. Let's go over here. This lovely area over here, it's pretty cool. So now we're heading to the marine lake. Last time I came here it was completely drained. Now it looks like it's full. Yeah, I believe this is a little lake that you can actually go in, kind of separated from the sea. We'll see that in just a second. See, I keep saying see. I have to say it's getting really warm now as well. Beginning of May, perfect time for this sort of thing. Not crazy hot, but good enough. But anyway, we're going over in that direction there, and here we get some more fun part of the town. I mean, it just looks great. I know, you know, part of what we're going to now, we're going to the old pier, and we're going to all the hotels that are boarded up and closed down. But you know, I mean, surely that's just because that, you know, that once the pier's gone, nobody bothers with that side of it so much. Everybody's down this end, so shit like that just happens, you know. Oh god, I'm belching. I'm bloody annoyed. There are actually people swimming in there as well. That's cool. That's quite nice. That's really beautiful around here. I think it's great. There's a church over there. Amazing. Yes, we got the marine pool here, separated from the sea. So as the high tide is, shall I say, the tide is way out over there, you can actually still swim in this bit here, as demonstrated by said swimming fellow. Very nice. These all boarded up, I'm not sure. There's definitely a lot of these places that are being lived in. I don't know, they all look kind of, there's windows open and stuff going on in there. Not sure if these are abandoned buildings or not now. They do look a bit battered up. We'll hopefully get up there afterwards. A lot of them to let though, so we'll have a look in there in a second. Getting ahead of ourselves. Can get down on the beach there. Not sure I want to, but yeah, this place hasn't changed at all since last time I was here. I'm pretty sure that this wasn't like this the last time I came here. I'm pretty positive of that. I don't remember seeing this because I had my camera with me. I'm sure I would have taken some photos of that had I seen it. I didn't bring my camera today, by the way. It's just couldn't be bothered. So here we are, we're finally reaching Birnbeck Pier. Let me see if I can get up some info on this place actually. Okay, so the foundation stone of this birch designed pier was laid in 1864. It opened on the 15th of June 1867 and consisted of 1,040 feet cantilever. Oh, we're not going to go into all of that. Very picturesque here, even though it's battered. I'll put a load of images of the place from back in the day, and it did look pretty damn lively. It looked a lot better than the new pier, to be fair. Looked like there was a hell of a lot going on, I'm sure, back in was it 1867, did I say? I'm sure, you know, back then it was thriving and a great place to be. Shame. It's a shame that they couldn't have kept it going, really. I think the other pier opened up at the same time this one was still active, and that one became more popular because it was more central. I could be wrong on that one, and then this one just fell into disrepair over the years, which is a real shame. But I like that. I'm going to try and find another way round, I think. That's a better look of the place. It's a real shame seeing places like this. Urbexing is something that I've been interested in doing. I wonder how dangerous it is getting over there. It's pretty dilapidated, but it also I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. I'm going to take a walk down here a bit to see if I can get anywhere closer to on that side. I will say instantly, as soon as we got up this side as well, it does feel a little bit rougher this side. There were a bunch of youths hanging out smoking. Max relax with the tunes blasting and the old could probably quite easily sneak in here, but I'm not going to do that, at least not today. Perhaps I'll come back some other time specifically for that and see what happens. There you go. Try and get one last shot of the pier that yet again I've already forgotten the damn name. Okay, don't know how far we're going to go down this side. We'll have a quick walk down to the end, and then we'll start making our way back. We'll see if we can have a look at those disused hotels that I've heard so much about. Everything so far looks okay, but see what it's like around this side. I'll tell you what, I'm actually tempted to come back here again soon and actually stay overnight, because there's actually so much to explore. I'm already seeing a summit up there that I can go and see. I don't know how much more I can do. This looks like just regular houses, which look pretty fucking nice, to be fair. There was no need for me to swear there. I just can't contain myself sometimes. There's a lot more to explore than I can probably do in the time that I've got today. I mean, I'm here for the day, but I've only got I've got to be heading off about 3:30ish, unfortunately, so I haven't got the full day here. It'd be nice to come back. Let's have a quick look up here. What have we got? North Somerset Tidal Trail. Oh, here we go. Walbury Camp Hill Fort. Commute line from Gloucestershire. Let's have a quick look up here, and then we're going to start making our way back, I think. Depends how high up this goes, although I'm feeling pretty good. That ice cream is certainly working its magic. And fueled by sugar. Oh, there's another shot of the disused pier. And just like that, I'm in this nice wooded area, climbing up this hill to see what we got at the top. Looks like we still got a bit of a climb to get up there, but hey, that's what we're here for, right? Enjoy ourselves. And afterwards I just got to walk down, so it ain't so bad. Positives, right? Positives. One thing I have noticed since I've been in Weston as well, people have been very aware of my camera, and I don't mean obviously when I'm like this and I've got it you know, talking to it or filming the buildings. When I've had it turned off and it's just by my side as I'm walking around trying to find somewhere else to film, people are always really aware of the camera. And I filmed in a lot of public places in the past, and nobody's been this aware of it. I'm wondering how much of that is because of all the bad publicity that this place has had over the last couple of years, and how many YouTubers have been making these. I do apologise for being out of breath. This is a lot steeper than it looks. I'm not that out of shape. I used to run half marathons, you know, only a year ago. I stopped doing it. Don't know why I'm telling you that. Okay, where are we going now? Ancient monument. Here we go. Cycling and horse riding prohibited. Finally. Cyclists are wankers, aren't they? You gotta admit. Oh God. Just enough. Dude, honestly, I used to be really in shape only a year ago. I'll be honest, I don't know if this is the monument that I'm supposed to be looking at, or if this is just stones. I feel a bit let down either way. Okay, so it was the place. I think that this trail here is part of, I'm not sure which trail this is, but it looks pretty cool. It goes right through that way. I'm gonna have a little walk around that way in a minute. I'm getting a bit conscious of time now, unfortunately. I really wish I hadn't spent so much time in the town centre this morning trying to find negative bullshit, when I could have just been out exploring a lot of this sort of stuff more. I'm definitely going to have to come back, and maybe doing these trails could be the angle. That could be what I do, you know what I mean? Because it looks quite nice around here. There's a lot to do. Still much more to discover of Weston Super Mare. It is not a nightmare. I think it's almost quite a dreamscape. I mean, that might say more about my dreams than anything. Yeah, here we are atop the hill fort, or the remains thereof. Clouds of sun's disappeared just a little bit for me, which is nice. Cools me down a little bit. Just occurred to me that I didn't bring any water with me. I didn't expect to be walking this far in the opposite direction of the centre, but here we are. We'll be back there before we know it, so I'll get something in a minute. Why am I telling you this? So I heard people laughing and having fun over there. Not sure I'm into that. Time to head down, I think. Not my scene at all. I like to be left alone. I may be looking for the positives, but I still wouldn't want to really be around anyone. You'll notice I haven't spoken to anybody on the video like I said I would as well. That's because I just don't want to. Just really don't want to. As soon as I get back though, I'm going to do a bit of research on those trails. Like I said, I think that could actually be quite a fun video to do. I love doing trails like that because it's just such a great way to see the countryside. Oh, blimey. Simon T would be loving that. Yeah, they're a great way to see the country and see how it all sort of links up. I love doing those sorts of trails, so I will work out what that is and come back accordingly. So we're heading back down into Weston again now. I'm going to see if I can find all of the boarded up hotels that I've been banging on about for so damn long. So, Weston Woods, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? There we go, the pier once again. That would have been a really amazing sight back in the day when that was, you know, when that was fully functional. Imagine that lit up at night as well, when it was all, you know, just glitz and glamour and all brand new and, you know, thriving and full of life. Ah, age. So as part of the England Coast Path, there you go. We'll have a look into that. That sounds like a good one. Yes, we've got this beautiful park here overlooking the sea. That looks pretty nice. all around here looks really nice. Said I've yet to find these. Maybe this is them coming up over here. Maybe this is them. But so far it looks all good to me. Looks like we've got a wildlife area here. So let's have a little look in this place and see what we can see. Can't see much of anything, but I'm sure they're here. Not the most picturesque at the moment. Looks a bit battered, some of it, but perhaps this looks a bit more battered, this area. Maybe we'll have a look around there. That looks a bit more like what we've been looking for. Okay, we'll have a look down there now. I think we're gonna have a look down this part here and see what we see. I've got a feeling this might be the place that they were talking about. This kind of looks okay as well. I mean, that's having a lot done to it. The Anchorhead Hotel. That might be it down there. Maybe. Oh, they look all right as well. An older guy was just looking at me then in the car as he was driving past, and I heard him saying to his missus, "Oh, there's somebody else with a camera again." So yeah, I'm guessing they're getting used to people just filming around here. Like I say, I wonder how much of that is putting to the town's detriment. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm going to try and be the opposite. Now this looks familiar, but I mean, yeah, okay. So this is and that's open. That looks nice. So I don't know how long ago a lot of the other ones were. They do look closed, a lot more of these, but they look like they've been renovated. You know what I mean? They're definitely closed up, but they don't look in disrepair. They look like there's in fact, many of these places look like there's a lot of work going on with them, which is encouraging. Looks a bit more dilapidated. Here we go. Okay. So the further down we get, I recognise this building from one of the things has been bricked up. But other than that, it's not that bad, really. It doesn't really look that bad to me, to be fair. It's all fine. Oh, but yeah, okay. I mean, so that was definitely the street that I've seen a lot of people, looking at. But I mean, it's not that bad. Like I said, a lot of the places actually look as though they're being repaired, being sorted out, which is really encouraging. There's only like 2 or 3 of them that really look like they were completely, shut down. Everything else looked as though there was a lot of work going into it. So I think that's great. I think this is a town on the way up, to be honest with you. There's no doubt there's some rougher areas, but I think they're working it out, and I think they're building it back up again. I think we're going to see this place thriving in the future. I said earlier on, they've got that £20 million investment that they're looking at putting into the place. So I'll be very intrigued to see what it's like in a couple of years' time. As I said a few times, you see what you want to see in a lot of these places. I think if you come looking for the worst elements, you're going to find it. So far, I'm digging it. I've said that how many times, but then again, that's how, I'm reaffirming stuff, people. That's how I am. That's what I'm here for. And here we are getting back into the main part of town again. Just wanted to point out that nice mural over there, the whales on the side there. That's really quite nice, that. I like that. So we've seen all of this bit, so I'm going to pick things up again when we get back to close to where we started, and then we're going to go off in a different direction. We're going to go to a place called Uphill. It's a really nice part of Weston, and that's where we're going to end the video. Okay, so I'm in a place called Grove Park. I've never been here before. Looks like quite a nice little place. So I'm heading Slowly back to the car now. I've got to admit, I'm feeling pretty tired. That lack of water that I had earlier on caught up with me a bit. The dehydration has got me, which is a bit unfortunate, a bit silly of me. But here we go. We're going to take one last pass through the town centre, because I did see some more, I wouldn't go so far as to say rough, but there's definitely, at the end of this road, there's a lot more closed places than there are open. So we'll have a walk through there, and then we'll slowly make our way back. The Bug Hotel, finally. Got a memorial here. Got a memorial here for the HM forces, Her Majesty's forces. I guess it'd be His Majesty now. Yeah, quite beautiful little park. Looking good, looking good. Another monument there for soldiers, I guess. A nice little what'd-you-majig in the middle of the place there. Promenade is not promenade, bandstand. That's the one, it's a bandstand. Anyway, so we're going to go to this street here. I just saw an indoor market there, and I noticed that a lot of the stores seem to be shut down, boarded up. So we'll have a quick look at this in the interest of, you know, getting a better picture of the town, and then we're going to head off, or slowly head off to Uphill. Okay people, so this is where I introduced the video, and this is the start of the promenade, and as promised I'm actually going to walk back around the other way so that we can have a look at a place called Uphill. It's a much nicer neighbourhood. I know exactly where I'm going to end the video, and then we'll end the video. I'm a bit conscious that the microphone is running out of power at the moment, so hopefully it'll last long enough. Got this long stretch of walk here. I'm sure this is Royal Court. I don't know if this is a hotel or not. But yeah, down the end of this road here we've got a massive golf course. It's really quite a nice golf. It's really quite a nice golf course from what I understand. Uphill is pretty much a very nice part of town with a massive golf course in it. So there you go. So Weston Super Mare Golf Club, 1892. My external microphone has run out, so I have to use the one on the GoPro from now on. So you're just gonna have to deal with the wind noise. But as you can see, pretty nice houses around here. Very nice, in fact. And we're coming into a bit of a wooded area in a bit. That'll be quite nice. You can always tell when these videos are starting to draw to a close with me, because the energy levels just dip. Not only am I shattered now, but the battery on the GoPro is very close to going as well. So we're just going to be darting around from place to place. 1 minute I'll be here, next minute I'll be at some other place a mile away. It's like the last couple of seasons of Game of Thrones. Do you know what I mean? When everything just sped up. It's part of the golf course again. There's Uphill Manor. Very nice indeed. Casual sort of little, you know, what's it called there? Turret. Is it a turret? Energy dip. Yeah, this is definitely one of the nicer areas of Weston. Very nice houses around here. Very well to do, don't you know? But we're heading towards a place called Uphill Beacon now. That's the last place I wanted to show you guys. That's where I'm going to end the video. Hopefully then I can get onto the M5 before it gets too busy and get the hell out of here. But so far, man, I've really had a good time. I'm a bit tired now, a bit tuckered out, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've actually really enjoyed it, and it's not the town that a lot of people have been painting it out to be. I would, however, like to visit here again during winter months when the tourist season is very much over and see what's going on then. I can feel something biting my head then. Not that one. Yeah, but I'd like to check out what it's like in the winter months and see how bad it is then. So obviously it's easier to see it in the summer when the tourism start to come in and, you know, the places are busy, as opposed to when it's not. But that's for another day. Well, for another month actually. You can see just up there, that is Uphill Beacon, and over to the right of it, which we'll see as we get a bit closer, is a church as well. So yeah, just over there. So that should be pretty good. Here we go. Look at some of this. You've got these beautiful streams going through here as well. The river going through. Nice rivers going through the place. The Dolphin Pub up here, and that's where we're going up there. One final push. One final push. So St. Nicholas Church is off that way apparently, so I'm not sure what this place is, but we've got quite the walk to get up there. Oh Jesus Christ. Another hill. It's alright though, because we're nearly done, people. We're nearly done. I'm having a good time, trust me. Uphill Nature Reserve. Welcome to Uphill. Welcome to Uphill Hill. So I'm going to head up this way first. So I figure we'll go to the beacon first, hopefully get up on the top of there, and then we'll head to the church and we'll end things there. And also when we're at the top, we should be able to see Uphill and let you know what sort of a place it is. As you can see, Weston over there. So here we are on the beacon, Uphill Beacon. I'm going to be as quick as I can because the GoPro is saying 12% battery, which on a GoPro means about 5 minutes. But yeah, there's Uphill, and you can see Weston Super Mare over there in the background. You can see the two piers, or you should be able to. There's the church that we'll be visiting in a moment, but let's get to the top of the beacon. Got very close then, didn't I? We'll get to the top of this beacon here for a better view. Okay, so it's locked. I've been here plenty of times in the past and it's never been locked, which is a real shame. I don't know if they're doing something to it, but anyway, so when we started the video, I showed you guys there's that big mound over there, which is like old military base during World War I or II, I'm not sure. I'm going to go and visit there again sometime. That was actually a really cool place. Over that way is Breen. Now I actually first saw this place when I was actually doing I was doing a trail from Breen to Weston Super Mare and back. It's a beautiful walk, so maybe I'll do that one day. That's how I first saw this place. But there's a lot of real cool places to see over that way as well. So yeah, Breen is over that way somewhere, I think. How many miles it is now, I can't remember. I think it was about maybe 11 miles, maybe not quite that. Might have been 7 miles, might have been about 14 miles there and back, something like that. That sounds about right. But that's a real shame. We couldn't get up on the beacon. That would have been nice to have had a nice shot from up on top of there, but it wasn't to be. So let's head towards the church and let's land this thing. Let's land this plane. Good God. And we got that, all the boats over there as well. Stand still. It's a shame. I wouldn't mind chilling out here for a bit, but not only is the battery dying, but as I half joked earlier, I really need to get onto the M5 before it gets too packed. It is now coming up to 4 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. So it's going to get busy on the motorway. So the sooner I'm out of here, I'm there. You know, let's go through the church. Harpy noises. Harpy noises. There we go. Might seem a little morbid to end the video in a graveyard, but we're not going to end it here. We're going to have a little sit down in a second. But I don't know. I just think it's a lovely little church. Let's have a quick walk around before we end this thing. As I said, I just wanted to point out what a nice place Weston is to come and visit. I've been here for a good, 7 hours now? Something like that. I've done a fair bit of walking. Been from one end to the other and all around. And there's still plenty that I could do. So I'll have to come back some other time, I think. There we go. Get over onto this side. I presume it's closed, yes. This has always been locked. St. Nicholas Old Church, uphill. Today the church is open. Okay, but it isn't. Okay, so it says it's open, but I can't get in there, so I don't know. Right, and there we go. An abrupt end to this incredibly long video. I'm really curious to see if any of you actually made it all the way through this video. Leave a comment if you did. Leave a comment if you actually watched the entire thing and did you enjoy it? Did it go on too much? Should it have been kept briefer? I've had a good time anyway. So there's been a lot of bad things said about this town, and so far everything I've seen has been pretty positive. I've said a few times maybe I should come back during the winter when the tourist season is, completely done. I'm sure it's a different side to it. I know that there are areas of this place that are bad that I haven't been to. I'm well aware of that. But that could be said for any place, you know what I mean? So far, everything I've seen has been pretty positive and nice. Like I said, when I was walking through the town centre, I was actually amazed at how much of it was open and how much of it was busy. There was people everywhere. Most of the businesses were open. There were a lot of closed down ones, but you're going to get that out there, in a place like this, especially when you got, so much is reliant on tourism. So many towns that I go to now is, there's places closed down, but I'm sure Amazon has a lot to do with that. You know what I mean? How much of my shopping is done online nowadays? It's just so much easier. Do you know what I mean? Why muck around waiting to try and go into town, spending one of my days off going into town to buy something when I can just order it on Amazon and get it to deliver to my door or even to my work? Crazy. Anyway, going off on tangents. One last view of uphill. And there, by Weston, off in the distance there. I'll definitely be back here. There's some trails that I need to do. I need to do the trail to Breen and back, and I also need to do the fort that I was at was right at the very, very back. The hill's right at the very back in the distance there. That's where that's where that fort was. Fort. Rock, rubble. So I'm definitely going to go back there as well. Was it the coastal trail or something like that? The National Coastal Trail, maybe. I'm going to have to follow that as well. That sounds like that'd be a good one to do as well. In fact, that might have been what the Breen to Weston one would. That'd make sense. Oh God, I'm going on, but at this point, does it matter? God knows how long this. I mean, I've got 2 hours worth of footage here to whittle down, so God knows how long this video is going to be. Jesus Christ! Like I said, comment if you actually made it this far, and visit Weston. I had a good time. At no point did I feel threatened here. At no point did I see anything particularly that bad or harsh or out of the ordinary. It all seemed like a pretty nice place to me. It actually seems better than it was the last time I visited. It actually seems like some money has been put into the town, and it certainly sounds like there's going to be a lot more put into it again. So, you know, come here again in a year or two and see what's going on there, see whether they've kept their promises and whether the town is even better than it was. I've got a feeling this town seemed like it's on the up to me, not the other way around. So, yeah, good place and enjoyed it. It's kind of crazy looking over that way and just seeing how far I've walked. Put in a few miles a day. But anyway, I've got to go. The M5 beckons and the Friday afternoon traffic awaits. So God knows how long it's going to take me to get back. Probably as long as it's taking me to do this fucking outro. Jesus Christ, I'd go on. Anyway, that's the video. Visit Weston. I've had a good time. And I'll see you on the next one, whatever the hell that may be. Awkward.